Oh, hello and welcome back to our lovely Arundel Court community. So we're back, another exciting year ahead of us. I want to say a special welcome to our reception parents and carers as well. And I'm really looking forward to getting to meet you over the next academic year. I hope you've managed to have a wonderful holiday. It's been a different summer break, but I hope you've managed to enjoy the wonderful weather that we've had. And it's been able to get us out and about, so that's been fantastic. And I hope you've been able to manage to look at the school website. There's lots and lots of information on the website. Mr. Preston's also set up another Twitter account for us. The school now not only has the website, so you can go to for information like letters and leaflets and that sort of thing, but also we've got the Facebook social media account, got the Twitter, we've got a YouTube account, and so we're kind of trying to get global, we're trying to get out there. So I hope you really do look at those different media, because that's where you're going to get lots of information. And I do apologise because the information from the government changes regularly, so it's really hard to keep up. And I could be sending you letters every single day, but I need to kind of like gather the information and give the information which you really need to sort of digest. Okay, so as you know, some children have been back. We've had a lot of children from March up until the end of last term, but of course now next week we will be expecting all the children to return, and I'm really excited about that because there's many faces and many mums and dads I haven't seen for such a long time, so I'm really looking forward to sort of kind of reconnecting in a social distancing way. And I know some of the children haven't been back since the 23rd of March, which is an incredibly long time. And I understand many of you will be a little bit apprehensive and a bit worried about sending your children back to school, and that's completely understandable, and that's okay, that's normal to feel like that. But we've been working really, really hard on our risk assessment and our full opening plan for all the children. We are expecting all the children to come back, and I think the government have also sort of said that it will be compulsory for the children to come back. And we will support you. If you do feel anxious and you're worried, we are here to help. So, if you've got any concerns, any worries, just pick up the phone, speak to me or speak to my deputies, Mrs. Dixon or Mrs. Gopal, because we're all here to help, because we're all in this together. But just try and be reassured that the opening plan that we've got and the risk assessments that we've got are really extensive, and they're there to make sure that the children are as safe as they can be, and the staff and you are when you come on site are, you feel safe. So we've done lots of changes. Those children that have been back, they're kind of used to those changes. So we've got staggered starts, staggered ends to the day. We've got different lunch times and play times. So there's not loads and loads of children out there all at once. It's all controlled, and we've got a timetable that's really tight. So we're following that, and we did follow that last term, and we'll continue to do the same thing. Other things that we're putting in place, we've got more cleaners now. We've upped the cleaning hours, so we've got a rigorous cleaning regime, and obviously we are trying to keep our distance as well, which is incredibly difficult to do with younger children. So that's why we've got bubble school. That's why we've got bubble classrooms. So the children are trying to keep in their classrooms, and that's where they'll stay. So they'll eat in their classrooms and they'll go out as a class together. Everything will be done together in that small group. And also this term, I'm not sure how long it will go on for, none of us know really, but we'll carry on doing assemblies from the classroom, and I'll do them virtually, so they'll probably go out on social media and that sort of thing, so the children can enjoy them at home as well as in school. But we've just had some Microsoft Teams training, so a lot of our communication across the classrooms will be across the Teams programme. So that's really, really good. I do apologise because I'm looking down at my notes because there's quite a lot of things to share with you. I will be sending out a letter as well, so everything will be sort of nicely compact. But I thought actually it's quite nice to share this information with you, because I know sometimes it's quite tricky to read all those letters that keep piling on the social media or on the website. So I thought actually it'd be really good to remind you about the times and drop-offs again, because like I said earlier, we've staggered the starts and we've staggered the end of the day. So okay, so just a couple of little reminders. So on Monday we're going to be welcoming back, that's the 7th of September, we're going to be welcoming back just the year ones, just the year 4s and 6s. So they're the only year groups returning on Monday. On Tuesday the 8th of September we'll be welcoming back the rest of the year groups. It's be year 2, year 3 and year 5. And that's all part of our phase and cautious return back, because as you'd appreciate, we've got nearly 600 children in our school, including our nursery. Now, just for the Year R parents, if you are picking this video up, don't panic. I haven't really put that information down because I know the teachers will be making contact with you personally next week, because I know on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday they've got some little taster sessions organised. And I think you've been given one slot for those sessions. So the teachers will give you more information on that. Okay, so here we go. You might need a pencil and paper ready. So Year R, your starting time, we're going to be 8:30 in the morning. So you're our early birds. You're coming in at 8:30. And reception, you will finish a bit earlier. You'll finish at 2:45. Now we're expecting all the parents, actually if possible just one parent please, just bringing your child on site. And we have to be really, really careful that we don't have lots and lots of crowds and lots of big gatherings on the school. That's just what the government are advising us. So we would like reception parents to bring your children through where Northern Street is, by the Den, which is where the old library used to be. So you're going to come through the green gates there. It's a little bit cramped there because we've got our demolition project going on as well, so it does look a bit cramped, but because there's only a few children coming through, it's not going to be so congested. So you'll just come through where the old library is and straight through to the reception classrooms and drop your children. The teachers and staff will be there, and then just exit out of the green double gates. Okay, and Year 1, your starting time is 8:40. So that's 20 to 9, and you're going to come through the Northern Street gate just by the Den, and you're going to follow the arrows, and you follow the arrows towards the Year 1 classes, and they're all on the bottom floor, and then you'll go, the teachers will be there and drop the children and go straight away. Please don't try and stick around because you're going to have a whole heap of traffic behind you. So drop your children off and then just head down towards the side gate, by the side of the school. It's at the top of Year 1. It's a one-way system, and there'll be plenty of staff to help you. Now Year R and 1, you guys, you're on the bottom floor. You're on the ground floor of the school. So like I said earlier, to avoid any congestion and lots of traffic, I would really urge just one parent please to come on site with your child to drop your children off. Now if you've got multiple children in different year groups, bring them on site as well, and then all the rest of the children will just go straight up to their classrooms, and they're pretty good. The kids, you know, they know their school really, really well. They're very confident, very independent. So the oldest children, they'll just come in at the youngest time of your, you know, if you've got reception or Year 1, they'll come on site with you and then just go straight up to class. Okay, and at the end of the day, we're going to sort of suggest that the older children collect up all their brothers and sisters, and then you as a family will have to agree where you're going to meet, where your meeting point's going to be. Okay, and the pick-up time when you come on school site to collect, it'll be for the latest, it'll be for the oldest children. Okay, I'll put all this in a letter as well if you don't understand. Okay, so the rest of the children, so that's the children on the middle floor and the top floor of the school. So that's our Year 2s, Year 3, 4, 5 and 6. You'll come on site by yourself. So your mums and your dads or your carers will drop you off at the drop-off point, and you won't need to come on site, mums and dads, just drop them off at the gates. There's going to be loads and loads of staff around. Once they're on site, they'll just go straight up to their class. So let's just remind you of the times. So Year 2, you will start school at 10 to 9, that's 8:50, and you'll come onto the school site. Your mum and dad will drop you off at the den, okay, the green gates, just on Northam Street. And then you just come on because you're on school, you just go straight up to your classroom. Your teachers will be there to greet you, and your finishing time will be 3 o'clock, okay? And then you'll come down from your classrooms and you'll come to the reception area. So mums and dads, you just come through the den, through the green gate, by the demolition side, come through, and then your children will be in the reception area. That's the picket fencing area. You can't miss that. That's where reception classes are. Now, year 3, you start school bang on 9 o'clock. Okay, don't come too early because we won't let you in year 3. So you wait. Just make sure you're there at 9, ready to come on site. And again, you'll come through where the old library used to be, the den. You'll come through those gates on your own. You'll come on site on your own, and then you'll go up to your classes. And you finish at 3:15, year 3. Okay. Now listen very carefully. So Miss Walter's class, you're going to come down to staircase 2. So mums and dads, that's where you will be. And then Miss Grant's class, that's 3LG, you will come down staircase 1. So mums and dads, you just come down that way, and the staff will be there to hand them over to you for you to take home. And then Mr. Hillman's class, he will bring his class into the hall. So mums and dads, you'll need to come through the gate, the green gate by the front of the school. You'll come on the pathway, just follow the little feet. We've got little feet everywhere, they look lovely, really cute. Just follow the feet round and then round to the hall, and that's where Mr. Hillman will be to deliver your children safely back to you at 3:15. Okay, so I hope you're keeping up with me because there's a lot of information here. So okay, so we're on to year 4. So you're going to start school, guys, at 20 to 9. That's 8:40, and you're going to come through the large hall. So you come through the gate by the main part of the school. You're going to go past where the kitchen is, and you're going to go around. Just follow those little feet all the way round to the hall, and your teachers will be there. Okay, there'll be a member of staff there to guide you back up to your classroom, and you're on the top floor. Don't forget year 4. And then you finish school at 3:10. Okay. Now Miss Weeks and Miss Armstrong, they will bring you down at 3:10 to staircase 1. So that's where you need to be, mums and dads, okay? You need to come and collect them from staircase 1. And then Miss Stevenson, she's the new lady, the new teacher in year 4. She will bring your children down and meet you at staircase 2. So once she sees you, she'll just let the children go to you. And Miss McLaughlin, so that's 4CM, she will meet mums and dads, okay? Just outside the hall where the car park is in the kitchen area. So that's where she'll bring. So we're can you see we're trying to avoid any congestion. All right, so year 5, right, you start school at 10 to 9. And then you come through the large hall. You'll come through the small gate in the front of the school, follow the feet round, through to the hall, and then you'll go back up to your classroom. Again, you're going upstairs to the top floor. And you finish school at 3:20. All right. So Mr. Green, he'll take his class down to staircase 2, which is by the hall, and then staircase 1. Mrs. Richardson will take you down there. So staircase 1 is kind of near where reception is in year 1. And then Mr. Such, he'll bring you guys down to the hall. All right. So mums and dads just come and wait for them by the hall. Now year 6, you start a bit later, you start at 9 o'clock, but you finish later, you finish at 3:30. Okay, so year 6, you'll come through the large hall, okay, so you come through the gate. Do not arrive before, because there'll be year 5 before you and year 4. Arrive at the school for 9 o'clock, okay, don't come early, and definitely don't come late. So make sure you're here at 9. You come to the large hall, and then you finish at 3:30. And what we'd like you to do, guys, we'd like you to be very super independent, and we'd like you to leave by yourselves. Okay, so you need to make sure with your mum and dad, or if your mum and dad want to meet you outside the school, that's fine. But we will be asking you to leave by yourself from your classroom, and you're just going to go out the main green gate. Okay, the double gate. All right. So I hope that's all very clear. I will put that all in a letter just in case you've forgotten. So like I said, please, children and parents, do not arrive early. don't arrive too early, do not arrive late either. It's just going to create bottlenecks everywhere, and that's what we need to avoid. We need to keep everyone safe. Okay? If you have troubles with timings and that sort of thing, just come and speak to me or come and speak to the teacher, because we're going to be here to help. We are on a journey. This is we've never done this before, so we may be on a bit of a bumpy journey, but together, we're in this together, and with your support and everyone working together, we will try and make it as smooth as possible. Like I've said all the way along, guys, mums and dads, I know you're going to have lots of information to give the teachers, but it's going to be quite tricky to have a chat with the teachers, because really we just need you to just drop your children off and go, and at the end of the day just collect and go. Now if there's something you need a message, or you need to get some information to the teachers, okay, just give the office a call, all right, or come round to the office and we'll make sure we get a message to the teacher and they can give you a call, all right. Or if you need to have a meeting, then that'll have to obviously be arranged properly, because we need to make sure we keep the social distancing. So it's all new for us, okay? So, don't worry, like I've said earlier, if you want to speak to me, just come to the office or make an appointment or drop an email to the school. It's a really tricky time and we have to do things quite differently to keep everyone safe. But it's really important that we follow the government guidance, and hopefully this won't be forever. But we've had a real tricky time because we only moved into our new building. We'd only been in here for nearly 2.5 weeks before the lockdown happened, and we've still got the old building on site, and that's been interesting because we've had a few bats hovering around, which has held up the demolition. And only the other day we spotted a fox on top of the roof. So we have got that added obstacle in the way. They are hoping to start the demolition work this month. And I've found out this week that should all be completed by 2021, April next year. So, that is a bit of a tricky problem, but once that's down, we'll actually be able to see the nursery. The nursery has been completely refurbished, and as you know, in February we had that awful break-in and vandalism, and many of you were so kind to offer toys and books and money as well, and that's all gone to making that nursery look the business. It really does look fantastic. So if you've got a nursery child, you're going to be in for a treat when you go and have a look. So and I'm sure, guys, I think we're probably going to make quite a few changes as we go along, and if you do have any super ideas, or if you've got any suggestions how we can do things differently, then just drop us an email, just pop in, because we just need to work with you just to make sure we get the systems right. I hope this information has been useful for you. I've just got a couple more things, because I think some people have been asking about can the children bring lunches in plastic bags. You don't need to bring lunches in plastic bags. We don't want to be throwing plastic bags away. That's not good for the planet. But all we just say is just the children just bring in the normal packed lunch box with their name on there. And also people have been asking about PE kits. I think Mr. P is going to send a message out, but I think what we've said for the foreseeable future is when it's the children's PE day, the children just wear PE kits into school, okay? And we are coming into cooler weather, so they're all, tracksuits, good trainers, and a nice tracksuit top or a sweatshirt. That's absolutely fine. As you know, we do have PE kits, Arundel Court PE kits, but we're just going to keep them in school for now. And when the lockdown measures have lifted, then obviously the children will have their Arundel Court PE kits. But watch this space, we'll get a message out for you on that one. Like I said, just keep up to date with the school news, keep up to date with the website, and email if you've got any problems. Look at your text messages, look at the Twitter. We're very flash with our Twitter account, and obviously Facebook if you're on Facebook. And we'll always try our best to get information out to you. All I want to say, guys, I can't wait to see you. Take care, and hopefully I'll see a lot more of you next week. Just be safe, keep smiling, and I just can't wait for the Arundel Court community to get reconnected again. All right, so bye for now.